Good morning. It is Thursday, August 28th, and the moon is in Scorpio. The last aspect it made this morning was a sextile to the sun in Virgo. It doesn't make any more aspects today, so we're going to be kind of riding on that sextile all day. Now, the moon is being ruled by Pluto, retrograde in Aquarius, and it's in its fall in Scorpio. These are very deep, intense, kind of fear-driven emotions happening here. And of course, the moon is also ruling Jupiter in Cancer, which is adding like an expansion to that and this real desire to want to almost ignore those emotions and that intensity in lieu of, that just having fun and looking for that emotional fulfillment that Jupiter in Cancer really wants to have. However, we also have the sextile between Neptune retrograde and Aries that is like revealing people's true intentions, and Uranus in Gemini, that shocking information, conversations, things like that. So there's really this reveal that makes you go, oh, I don't know about this. And this could have a lot to do with your community, the things that are happening in the world around us, the people that you work with, like the people that you're around all the time, the groups of people. And it could really be like a shock to the system. It could bring a lot of fear up. It can bring up a lot of very intense emotions here. So we really got to pay attention to that. Intuition is also kind of on hyperdrive here as well. You could actually be seeing like intuitive hits that you've had in the past being revealed as being accurate, right? Confirmation of your intuition here. So it's a tricky day, but at the same time, we kind of got to play with that observant, what's the word, like detective type of energy of a Scorpio moon as well, instead of being kind of out loud about what we're seeing and hearing, because we need to start planning. That sextile between the moon and the sun that we're riding on all day, the sun in Virgo is making plans. It is making plans for how you're going to move forward and who you're going to move forward with. So we want to kind of just be observant here and pay attention to the whole situations that are showing up and planning accordingly with that. This morning I was watching a video and I saw a comment where somebody said that you can't expect somebody who won't acknowledge their own emotions and their own feelings to acknowledge yours. And that's going to be really important moving forward. Things are getting scary in the world. They're going to get worse. They're going to get more intense as time goes on. And we need to make sure that our circle is really truly there for us and not using us or manipulating us and things of that nature, okay? Bottom of the deck was the Queen of Swords. Scorpio is the fire sign of the water sign. Scorpio is really, really good at finding those words that will cut somebody to the core, okay? So there is this underlying energy of I really just want to like tell this person who they are. I want to go off on this person, okay? But the energy of the day is that Two of Pentacles, where we just feel like things are out of our control and we're like trying to juggle things. We're not as grounded as we'd like to be. We don't have everything in control like we'd like to have it, right? That can lead to lashing out. And we don't want to lash out because and that never really goes well. I lash out a lot, so that's a speaking from experience kind of thing. What we're focusing on is the Four of Wands, but we're avoiding the Ten of Pentacles. Focus on who is there to celebrate your wins, but is not there when you need them to be there emotionally, right? You cannot expect somebody who is always brushing out their own emotions to truly be there for you when you need to process yours. More often than not, they're going to try to shut it down and say, oh, just let it go. It's not that serious. All of that stuff, right? The moon's in Scorpio. Everything's serious when the moon is in Scorpio. But particularly people with Scorpio moons, especially men with Scorpio moons, will more often try to just brush it off and have fun and light everybody up and be everybody's entertainment rather than dealing with their own emotions. We don't want to do that. We've got to face what's happening. We have to face these emotions and the fears that are coming up, because you won't be prepared for what's to come if you don't process what is happening now, okay? Let's pull our clarifiers here. So clarifiers for the Two of Pentacles. We have you, Six of Wands. There's a little win here in the energy today. And the Fool. Okay. So, energy Two of Pentacles. Jeez. Two of Pentacles. With the Fool and the Six of Wands. This feeling like you're juggling stuff, it could also bring up this energy of, you know what, screw it, I'm just going to do whatever I want to do. I'm going to do the fun thing, right? That's okay. You know, that Neptune-Uranus sextile is really opening the door for that. You know, the Fool is very Uranian energy. It's just a leap of faith kind of energy. And maybe you're in a space where you're feeling that it might be about time to do that, okay? It's really time to find the small wins, the small happiness, and realize that what we expected is no longer the plan. Okay, so we've got to make adjustments to that. Okay, clarifiers for the Four of Wands. We have the Emperor and Strength. Boy, look at these major arcana coming up. Focusing on the Four of Wands, the celebration, right? The Emperor and Strength. This is actually giving me a lot of energy of like just wanting to chase your dreams and going after the things that are fun, right? Having the strength to like stand your ground and defend whatever it is, empire that you're building or have built or whatever that is. And maybe that doesn't look right to the rest of the world. Maybe it's completely out of pocket from what you've always been taught you should be doing, right? You could see a little aha moment with that today. Clarifiers for the Ten of Cups. We're definitely kind of past the point, honestly, if you ask me, for thinking outside the box going forward. But we still have a little time to make new plans. So we have Five of Swords and the Empress. So bottom of the deck is Nine of Swords. There's that fear and that anxiety that the Scorpio moon can bring up and that Pluto retrograde can bring up. We are avoiding Ten of Cups because somebody in your area, in your realm, in your circle is a little on the shady side, gossiping. Maybe they think they're the Empress, or maybe you're feeling like an Empress and they're like talking shit behind your back or whatever it is. Like, make sure that you're protecting your emotional space. Again, if they're celebrating with you, but the second that you're having a hard time, they brush it off, that's not the person for you, okay? I know, and I know that is a really hard one because you know that they are usually just not used to the idea of dealing with emotions. And I have empathy for that, but at the same time, you've got to protect yourself as well. So if you've got someone who is trying to tear you down, talking behind your back, laughing behind your back, because maybe your decisions and your new plans, your new path is not fitting the what's normal, whatever, that's their problem, not yours. Don't keep people around that are not going to be there for you.